Good morning. It is Thursday, April 2nd. Lindsay and I are in Dilley, Texas at the Days Inn. We're about to start our fourth day here at the detention center. It is 6:30 in the morning. We are dressed and ready to go. We've just packed our lunches and snacks for the day. So we wanted to give you an idea of what a day at Dilley looks like. And so we're gonna video our morning, our afternoon, after we leave the detention center, and meet up with you guys again for bedtime. We're getting ready to go have breakfast with some of the team that hasn't left yet. But we were gonna just give you a little idea of what our day is gonna look like today, or what we think it's gonna look like.
So once we get to the facility this morning, we generally have about a 30-minute window where that takes to check in. Through security, you have to check in with all of the other employees. It takes quite a while. The rules change all the time, so you just have to be flexible and expect that what you did yesterday isn't going to work today. Once you get into the facility, you're taken to the visitor center, which is where the attorneys are stationed for the whole day to meet with clients, and then from there you go back and forth to the trailer that is called court. And that court is where you go for asylum interviews, or credible fear interviews, and also bond and master calendar hearings. This morning on my calendar is 3 master calendars. And most of them are waiting for bond documents to be received so that the clients can get their bonds lowered, because they don't have the requisite number of support letters and IDs, and so we're just waiting for these things so that they can eventually get out. This morning for me, in terms of the rest of the week, I think is going to be a little easier. And after that, as soon as those hearings are over, then I'll go back over to the lawyer's trailer and work on putting together a bond package for a client who I met with yesterday. She's been here for almost 2 months now, and her bond is at $10,000, and she can't, of course, pay that amount, even though she has passed her credible fear interview and has a very strong asylum case. For some reason, they're still keeping her and her little 3-year-old child here. So that's going to be on the top of my to-do list once court is over, and then I will begin working on gathering documents and evidence for another credible fear interview that's coming up in a woman's case who was here before and actually was detained in Miami, passed her credible fear interview, and then was told she was either going to have to be deported, take voluntary departure, or sit in detention for about 1.5 years. And so I'm working on that one this morning. And then in the afternoon, we'll have an untold number of intakes and credible fear interview preparations.
So my morning is going to be similar to Lindsay's. We're handling all of the court cases this morning. There are 2 judges that sit in Denver that handle all of the detained cases here in Dilley. So Lindsay will be with one judge while I'm with the other. We're just going to be on a huge TV screen representing our clients. I have, I believe, 3 masters today, potentially a few more. 2 of them I'll be representing people in bond redetermination hearings. So this is when ICE has set their bonds. I believe both of them have been set around $10,000, which is really high, but standard for this detention facility. And we are trying to argue to get the bonds lowered. Unfortunately, I probably won't get to make the bond argument today because clients came in with evidence or support letters yesterday, and the Denver judges are requiring that all evidence to be submitted 3 days before the hearing. We have limited resources here, and that's a really, really tough deadline for us to meet. So our clients will have to stay in detention for longer we'll have to ask for another hearing, which probably won't be scheduled for at least a week. And then at that time, we'll submit all the evidence before that 3-day deadline. My other master is just, it's going to be the client's first appearance before the court. The guards have been really, really tough about letting us talk to our clients before our court hearings. So I actually haven't met this client because we're assigned our cases at night, and so I'm going to have to try to convince the guards to let me see the client before the hearing, and I probably won't be successful if the other attorneys this week haven't been successful. At which time I'll then have to explain to the judge that we need more time for attorney preparation so that we can meet with the clients and understand their case better and what kind of bond documents they're able to obtain. That's my morning. Immediately after I get out of court, I'll be representing a client at her credible fear interview. She's the client I've been working with throughout the week. One of the more horrendous cases of both domestic violence and gang-related issues. Her 9-year-old daughter is here with her and is having severe medical issues. They believe she has hypothyroidism. Her hair is falling out. She passed out in school the first day that I met her. So we're really trying to get their case expedited, but the first step is getting them through the credible fear interview. So I will be with her for about 2 hours, potentially 3 at her credible fear interview, and then hopefully taking a lunch break to talk to you about how that went. So that's my morning, and I agree with Lindsay. I think that hopefully the rest of the week will be a little smoother now that we understand how things work and what our expectations should be for every day. Anything else?
Nope. We're off to breakfast.
Okay.
See you later. Bye.